Hello. Wow. Okay. Dang. Okay. Fine. I just talked to myself for 2 minutes. No big deal. Oh my gosh. I should just restart stream. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Hello, everyone. This is why we have a warm-up period, because if my mic's not working for 2 minutes, then I can just... then I don't have to re-record. Welcome. If you're watching this in post, please, this usually goes at the 4 minute and 45 second mark. If you're watching this in post, skip ahead. Don't listen to this part. Don't listen to me messing up. This is what happens when you're away for 2 weeks. Hello guys. Hello Mango Cheesecake, nice seeing you here. Thank you for letting me know. That's really important. Hey Winkton, welcome back. Nice to see you. ILVU, hello, nice to see you here. Pika Azuril, welcome back. You can hear us. Thank you so much. I was talking literally to myself for 2 minutes until I saw Mango Cheesecake's message in chat, and fixed it. What's up? Well, the reason I was off last week is because I was watching the solar eclipse, and whenever I talk about the solar eclipse, it's like my whole personality for 2 minutes. It was very, very fun. Thousands of people in a park watching the sun get covered by the moon. Everybody was going feral. We were all turning into werewolves. It was very, very exciting. Once in a lifetime, hopefully not once in a lifetime, but truly once in a lifetime experience. Really, really captivating. Really, really exciting. Didn't realize how cool it would be until it happened. So, you know. Yay for the sun and moon aligning. Yeah, there's a really cool video about that by, what's her name? El Cordova, where she, or is it by, golly, who is it by? Or maybe it's just by Hank Green, who said that the sun and moon are almost perfectly sized to have a solar eclipse happen the way that it does. Like one is like the moon is 400 to, I don't know. You can watch the video, but like they're perfectly sized so that the solar eclipse is not necessarily harmful to look at. Any bigger or any smaller, and it would be not an experience at all, basically. But the way they're sized right now, the light just barely peers around the moon in a perfect way that makes for such a surreal experience. 400 times. There you go. That's the word. Hi there. What's this? Hey Thumper. What's up? We're doing Goat Crashers today. My friends tell me all about Goat Crashers, and it's really cool. I just haven't read it yet. Fallen Phoenix 4, welcome back. How we doing? We're doing great. Let's jump into this. As I was saying to myself when I was muted for 2 minutes, this is gonna be, we have the best eclipses in the solar system. I believe that. As I was saying to myself when I was muted for 2 minutes, today we're reading Goat Crashers. Goat Crashers is a one-page tabletop RPG. It's very, very short. This is the whole description, so we can learn about it right now. It's by Grant Hewitt, which we'll look at his page later. Grant Howitt, which we'll look at his page later. This is the whole description of the game. You're a cheeky little goat who just wants to party. Problem is the only party in town doesn't want goats to attend, but to hell with what they want, right? A one-page role-playing game made 5 years ago. People still play it. The author is rather well-known, rather notorious for these one-page games that are simple, striking in their themes, and captivating. You might recognize one of his most famous works, featured in Critical Role, which is, if I scroll down far enough, I'll find it, Honey Heist. He's also the maker of Honey Heist. He's also one of the people behind the games like Heart and Spire, part of the Rowan, Rook, and Descartes trio. We can go to their Twitter right here. They are very, very well known within the tabletop RPG sphere, and one-page TTRPGs are always so fun to read. So if you want to support him, he's there. His Patreon is in the description if you want to subscribe to his most recent postings. And with that, that's basically it. So we're just gonna start reading. We're just gonna get right into it. Yeah, Goat Crashers. If I zoom out, this is the whole game. This is it. This is all you got to read. You can get this for yourself for free. The game is 1 page long and entirely free on itch.io. That is also linked in the video description if you want to get it for yourself. This very much is one-shot energy. I doubt you can run a fully fledged game or campaign off of this, but for a one night extravaganza, this is quite a fun experience that you can play over and over again. So I haven't read this, just heard good things from my friends. They're my recommendation. Let's get into it. Part of the 99 More series, we're adding Goat Crashers by Grant Howitt. You're a cheeky little goat and you want to party. Problem is the only party is being held by humans who don't want goats to quote unquote ruin it. But to hell with them, you're going to get inside by any means necessary and have the best time. What type of goat are you? I'm guessing you can roll a d6 if you want to make it random, but you can always just pick if you'd like to. 1. Pygmy, smallness. 2. Fancy, charming. 3. Mountain, climbing. 4. Bighorn, fighting. 5. Satanic, occultism. 6. Fainting. All famously well-established 6 categories of goat. If you'd like to be one of these, feel free to pick for yourself. What's your favorite goat thing to do? 1. Eating stuff or just tasting it. 2. Headbutts. 3. Standing on top of stuff. 4. Making a mockery of physical barriers. 5. Running around. And 6. Bleeding loudly. Again, you're free to pick what you want. This is the cornerstones of what a goat is, of course. And what do you want to do at a T10 table? What do you want to do at the party? 1. Eat cake. 2. Steal a bunch of canapes? What's a canape? A canape? How to pronounce canape?
Canapé.
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 Canapé. But this sounds like something that's not American. What is it, British? It's not British.
Canapé.
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 Canapé. I feel like no matter what, it's canapé.
Canapé.
Doesn't sound like an English word, but let's get into what were we looking at? What is a canapé? A canapé, it's French. It's not even English or British. It's French. How do the French pronounce it? That's crazy. How are you going to give me... Okay. Never mind. The French don't know what they're talking about. A canapé is a type of starter, small, prepared, often decorative food, consisting of a small piece of bread or sometimes toasted or cracker, wrapped or topped with some savory food, held in the fingers and often eaten in one bite. Canapé. Look at that. Look at these. Look at them go. They're like mini charcuterie boards. Yeah. Okay. Now I know. What do you want to do at the party? What did Glacial Lemon says? Is this Goat Simulator to the TTRPG? It sure is. ILV says, have you Castle Crashers? Never played Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers. That's a tongue twister. I've never played that game, but I've heard it's good. Steal a bunch of canapes to give to your mum. 3. Hobnob with the rich and famous. 4. Drink a load of fizzy wine. 5. Dance with an heiress. 6. Be interviewed by Tatler for the society pages. 7. Get one of those goodie bags. 8. Secure investment for your new business. 9. Give a speech thanking the host. Or 10. Recreate Die Hard, your favorite film, and the only one you've seen at least half of. All right, so these, again, the famously well-established cornerstones of being a goat and their specific interests during a party. So this is character design. So what type of goat are you? What's your favorite goat thing to do? And what do you want to do at the party? Ooh, okay, there's things to do here. Now we get into the role system. Actions. When you do something risky, roll 2d6. Add 2d6 if your goat type skill, in brackets, goat type skill? I'm guessing this is it. Ties in with the action. Add 2d6 if you're doing your favorite goat thing. Oh, sick. Each dice that shows 4, 5, or 6 is a success. This is opposed by the chaos pool. See below. Okay. Each obstacle you encounter will have a difficulty. Sample difficulties below. Each success you roll when you act reduces the difficulty by 1. When it's 0, the obstacle is no longer a problem. You can tackle obstacles as a group, taking turns to roll. Tiny character sheet. Name, type, skill, favorite thing, partied hard, checkbox, party goal. Got it. Where do I find my skills? As weird as that is. Is there skills? I guess not. Okay. Sure. We'll make a character at the end of this. No problem. The type of goat, like jumping or fainting. My favorite type of goat is the satanic occultism goat, actually. One of the famous types of goat, really famous in movies. If you end up with only one success, you're in a tight spot. The GM, Goat Master, describes how the situation gets a little worse. If you have no successes, you're in trouble. The GM describes how things have gone south, and the other goats will have to help you out. Okay. Chaos. When you do something loud or disruptive, the GM adds a dice or two to the chaos pool. I have to make sure to enunciate the capital letters. To reflect the partygoers getting more suspicious about the encroaching goats. Oh, they don't know you're goats. They don't know you're goats. I'm only realizing this now. Oh, is this the skill? I see. You're a genius, Wing Chun. This is a skill. Okay. When the players do something sneaky, take a dice out of the chaos pool. When a goat makes an action, the GM rolls the chaos pool and subtracts successes from the goat's successes. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is actually a pretty complex, not a complex, but this is actually a pretty interesting system. So, you want to do something. It has an obstacle. It has a difficulty. Say it's a difficulty of 2. You need 2 successes from this, from a roll of 2d6 for it to be a success. Okay. Once per session, each goat can party hard and access the power of chaos. Players, when you do this, grab all the dice in the chaos pool and add them to your now unopposed pool, roll them, and apply them to the current obstacle. Lower the chaos pool to 0. Great. Great. What secretly is going on at the party? 1. Undercover police sting operation. 2. Complex Ocean's 11 style art heist. 3. Assassination attempt on visiting dignitary. 4. Clandestine bioweapons sale. 5. Tense mafia peace negotiations. Much funnier. 6. Illegal prize goat option. Ooh, that's a spicy one. Difficulties. Oh, these are the examples that they mentioned over here. So there are sample difficulties for each encounter. Sneak in the back door. 7. Find disguises. 5. These are pretty high, right? Am I mistaken? Okay, so yeah, look, these are pretty high. So when you roll a difficulty check, right? Your goal is to reduce the difficulty to 0. But you only have a 2d6. So to reduce it to 0, to reduce a 7 to 0, you need not only your 2d6, but other people's 2d6s. This sneaking in the back door is impossible to do alone. Look at that. Look at that game design. That's game design right there. The difficulty scores determine how many goats need to be involved. With a max number of successes, 2d6 plus 2d6 for if it's your favorite goat thing. Oh, it's max 66. When you do something risky, roll 2d6, add 2d6 more if it's your favorite goat, if your goat type skill is involved, and add 2d6 more if it's your favorite goat thing. So the highest any one goat can roll, assuming they're very, very lucky, is 6. So 7 necessitates the help of at least one more goat. That's actually kind of cool. Find disguises, 5. Walk down the red carpet, 8. Blend in with the slow dance, 10. Swim underwater to enter via the pool, 7. Anything involving air vents, 3. This dude definitely suspects you're a goat. Time to do something, 4. Find manipulation of items with hooves and mouth, 9. 9 is, it's harder to manipulate an item with your hooves and mouth than it is to involve yourself with an air vent. Evade the paparazzi, 6. This guy won't shut up about his screenplay, 3. Admire art convincingly, 7. Resist the lure of the buffet, 12. Massive, massive roll. Someone's chatting you up, oh no, 5. The cops are here, cheese it, 10. Fun settings. 1920s Call of Cthulhu, Renaissance Venice, Jane Austen Ball, Sci-Fi Orbital, Hedonism, Satellite, Game of Thrones style Royal Wedding, regular Royal Wedding. Great. And guys, that's the game. That's the game. So this is the point in time when we talk about one-page tabletop RPGs. We have covered, I would say, about 4 or 5 one-page TTRPGs so far. And their specific niche in the realm of tabletop RPGs and game design as a whole, it's an incredibly condensed rule set. So every inch of the page is designated to conveying a motif, a theme, an end goal, the dice rolling or randomness system if need be, the character creation system if need be. It's the smaller the page count, the more intense the vibes. The Goat Crashers is obviously in the same realm as Honey Heist. We've also covered Princess with a Cursed Sword, which was 1 page. We've also covered Potato, which was 1 page, made by, I believe that was Oliver Darkshire, who has a whole lot of 1-page tabletop RPGs. This one is very specifically for a group of people, because it necessitates a group of people. And its premise is very simple. You're goats trying to crash a party without being discovered. And that's it. And you just go for it, right? Thumper says, I love that you have the navigation sidebar open. Comedy is best when unintentional, right? So that's the entirety of the game. Let's make a character. Let's try a few rolls. And if that's all, we can call it a night. I'm going to need... all right. I'm going to need somebody to suggest me what type of goat I am. I need somebody to suggest me what's my favorite goat thing to do. And I need someone to suggest what I want to do at the party. I'll take literally the first of each of these and I'll turn that into a character. So when I say this, there's a 15-second delay before it hits stream, and then probably another 10 seconds before anybody types anything. So this is when I kind of just vamp and wait for people to announce what character I'll be creating here today. Wingchin says fainting. 2 votes for fainting. That seems like a done deal. Hey, Glacial Lemon, nice to see you here. Welcome. If nobody else says anything, I'll attribute the 3 to favorite goat thing to do. But I'm assuming that was meant for Mountain. Can I get demonetized for doing that? Physical barriers. For sure. Okay, so set in stone. Type. Fainting. Favorite thing. Making mockery of physical barriers. And canapes. Let's do it. Go. Canapes. It's okay. It's a done deal. So this is... oh, whoops. So this is our character sheet. Type, fainting, which skill, fainting. Favorite thing, making mockery of physical barriers. Party goal, canapes. You cannot be demonetized if you deliberately sing badly. Wow, thanks, Thumper. I knew I was singing badly. I didn't need you to tell me. I feel offended and hurt. Devastating to my morale, to my ego. I can feel my id being crushed right now. But yeah, that's me. Fainting, physical barrier crushing, canapé chasing goat. Name. I need a letter in chat and I'll decide the name. And then we'll do our best. I guess I'll just double the rolls to pretend like I have a party here. And we'll see how this plays out. I'm thinking my character would really like to bust into a Game of Thrones style royal wedding, which usually involves quite a lot of blood. Q. Oh, that's easy. My name is Quintavious. Quintavious the Fainting Goat. Easiest Q name of my life. We're going to go with that. So Quintavious, Q for short, really wants to go to this royal wedding. Listen, the lords and ladies from all over Westeros are heading to this event. It's meant to be a pivotal moment of declaring peace and union between two noble families, and they are bound, absolutely designated by a divine inspiration to have canapes somewhere on the tables. My goat, myself, Quintavious, the Fainting Goat, aims to enter into this royal wedding and find himself a meal to feast on. How am I going to do that? Well, first, I'm going to try to... If I bust through the door, that's not going to work. What I want to do is I want to break into the tailor shop and steal clothes to make me look human. So, my goal is find disguises. Find disguises is 5. Yeah, that makes sense. Find disguises is 5 right here. So I need to roll, and let's get out a dice roller. I need to roll a 2d6 to start. 1, 2. Okay, that's 1 success. Can I make use of my my favorite goat thing, making a mockery of physical barriers? You know what? I realize I've been set up. I realize I've been set up, because there's no world where I can use my type, which is fainting, and my favorite goat thing, which is making a mockery of physical barriers, in the same move, right? I don't see any situation where I would be both fainting and crashing through something. So I don't know if it's intentional by chat, but you've set me up for failure. I think for the tailor shop to break through, I'm going to have to rely on making a mockery of physical barriers. So I'm going to roll 2 more dice. I'm aiming for 5. So I got 2. I got 2 successes. I need 5. So this is where my friends would come in. Let's pretend like I have a friend who's really good at being fancy. A fancy goat friend, right, would know which tailor to pick out. So I'm going to rely on my friend to give me more successes. 5 and 4. That's 4 successes, and I need one more friend to do it. This is where you guys imagine that I have 3 players with me. This is where you imagine that there's a game master and I have 3 friends who are playing this with me because this is a multiplayer game. My third friend, thankfully, is a satanic goat, right? So I'm fainting goat, my friend is fancy goat, and my other friend is satanic goat. And satanic goat summons the blood of their ancestors to punch through whatever barriers there are on this medieval cash register and just steal the money necessary to pay for the clothes that we'll be taking. So satanic goat is really going to help us out to acquire some disguises for breaking into this royal wedding. I need 2 successes on this. Oh, I just need 1. Oh, that's enough. Great. So we have 5 successes. We've secured our disguises. All we had to do was break through the windows, steal from the cash register, and pick out the right store. So now we're dressed to the 9s or the 4s. What does the 9s mean? What does dressed to the 9s mean? Dressed to the 9s. Origin. According to a posting called Wordplay, the phrase dressed to the 9s means dressed in a highly elaborate or showy manner is a specific application of the Scottish phrase to the 9s. Early written evidence of the phrase... Golly, that doesn't tell me anything. The earliest written example of the phrase is in an epistle. The bonding lines therein thou sent me, how to the 9s it did content me. That tells me nothing. That tells me nothing of the origins of the 9s. Anyway, what was required was my fancy and satanic good friends helping me break through. Now we have to get into the actual facility. We have to get into the wedding chapel, building, banquet hall. I don't know how that works. What we're going to do is we're going to sneak in. No, that's not sneaking. That's no fun. We are going to use fine manipulation of items with our hooves and mouth. What we're going to do is make our way through a side entrance, which requires going through multiple doors. Which is going to be really hard. Let's not do that. What we're going to do is we're going to swim underwater and enter via the pool. We're going to swim. Guys, I can't figure out how fainting is useful. I can set up a distraction by fainting. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to enter into the banquet hall by pretending to be dead. So I'll enter in through the butcher's kitchen door. And then once I'm in, then I'll just sneak away before they cut me up, right? So to do that, I'm going to say that's something along the lines of sneak in through the back door. So that works for me for fainting. That's a 46 for me. Fancy is going to struggle with this. And Satanic is going to struggle with it. So they're just going to give me... Yeah, Thumper, perfect. You got it. That's exactly what I said. So let's do that. So I get 46. And we need to hit 7, right? What's backdoor? 7. So I get 4, they get 2 each. Oh, that's not going to be possible at all. Bop. 1 success. They get 2 each. 2 successes. They get 2 more. So that's 3 successes. That fails miserably. I'm guessing this is when the GM adds a dice or 2 to the chaos pool. The chaos pool is when the partygoers get more suspicious about the encroaching goats. When the players do something sneaky, take a dice out of the chaos pool. So this is basically a way for the GM to ramp up the difficulty. So we failed. We tried to sneak in through the back door by being dead goats. But then we realized that because of our disguises, we just looked like dead people. So what's going to happen instead is that instead of bringing us to the butcher shop, they're going to bring us to the cemetery nearby and just bury us. And that's a terrible idea. That's a terrible plan to follow through on if I really want to get my canapes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my once per session ability called Party Hard. And this will be my last ditch attempt to make it into this oral wedding and make it into the banquet hall. So what I'm going to do is I need to steal the shovel of the guy trying to bury us, which requires me to bash him and take him down. And once I have the shovel, then I need to crash through a window and then find out where the canapes are. So what I'll need to do first is play dead to make him lower his guard. Then I'll crash through him. Then I'll crash through the window and hopefully steal the canapes. So that's the only way I could think of to use my both my fainting and my physical barriers. Fancy and Satanic. Fancy I don't think will be useful in this one, but it'll give me a 2d6 to help. And Satanic, I'm assuming can help distract the cemetery dude by pretending to be a guy coming back to life after being a zombie. Thank you for letting me know. Thumper says, canopic jars were an Egyptian thing, not at all related. You know what? You learn something new every day. So for this roll, and it's a short stream, right? It's a 1-page game. For this roll, I'm going to get a 66, right? So I'm going to get a 66 for trying my effort, for using fainting, which is a total of 46 so far. Making a mockery of physical barriers is 66. We're going to spend the chaos pool, which is currently 2. So we're going to bump it to 86 by using Party Hard. So I have 86 on my own. I'm going to have 2d6 from Fancy and then 4d6 from Satanic, who's using their evil satanic powers to scare the cemetery bury guy. So that is 8 from me, 2 from Fancy, 4 from Satanic. And I'll put the difficulty at 9. I'll put it at 9 because this whole situation is fine manipulation of items with hoof and mouth. So let's do that. We have a 14d6 attempt to get 9 successes. And again, 9 successes of 4, 5, or 6. So let's give it a try. First is my base roll. Okay. Next is my benefit from skills. Next is my chaos pool. Oh, wow, that's bad. And then last is my favorite things to do, which is crashing through physical objects. I get a 2 roll bonus from Fancy, who's helping out. And I get a 4 roll bonus from Satanic Goat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need 9 successes. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 6. We have 8 successes. Okay. Is there nothing else I can do to solve this? It's impossible. What? Well, wait. What if they all like tasting things? What if I'm not the only one who wants these canapes, right? Your friends, yeah, they also have favorite things. So we can have Fancy's favorite thing to be just eating stuff, right? Fancy will contribute to by just eating stuff, right? Let's do it. So, and if we have to go back to it, we have to give Satanic a favorite thing. So Fancy's favorite thing is eating stuff that gives me another 2d6. Can we do it? First roll. We only need one of these to be a success. In theory, this is a 50-50 shot on 2 dice. Let's go! Wow, so many 6s, not a 5 in sight. All right. So here's how it went down. Cue the Ocean's 11 music that I do not have copyright access to. Cue that Sotenheim? I forget. Soderbergh? I forget who the director is for that movie. But watch this. Okay, we're out in the cemetery, right? There's this portly old guy who's got his shovel, who's getting ready to bury these 3 people who are definitely not goats. We're all just laying down, dead on the floor. He puts us near a hole in the ground and begins to shovel dirt. And that's when Satanic Goat's eyes begin to glow red. His fur begins to stand on end. The hairs on his back turning black as he menacingly brings himself back to life. The cemetery dude. What's the name of cemetery dude? Why is there a... What is the title of the guy who takes care of the cemetery? Caretaker? Graveyarder? I don't know. Whatever. That's when Fancy's eating stuff ability takes place. He jumps up and starts biting at the graveyard guy's leg, further immobilizing him, and that's when my character, Quentavious the Fainting Goat, takes the opportunity to steal away the shovel from this guy's hand. With the shovel in my mouth, I charge towards a goat, and with a slash that's only rivaled by Zacian, the Pokemon animation. Golly, I need you guys to see exactly what I'm talking about. Where is this move? GIF? Come on. This is what my goat looks like. Show it to me. That's me with the shovel. That's me getting ready. That's me jumping. That's me crashing through the window of the royal wedding. That's what it looks like. And I land triumphantly. I'll just keep it playing. I'll land triumphantly on the floor of the royal wedding. Everybody's paying attention to the speech happening at the front, but I'm more focused at the banquet hall in the back. Me and my friends, Fancy Goat and Satanic Goat, begin to run to the back of the room. I see 5 guards in the way. These 5 guards are all prepared with swords and pikes and shields, but I can't be stopped because I have the power of making a mockery of physical barriers. I crash through all 5 guards, shovel, sword in hand. That's me again. And I make my way towards a table, and I see there on the table in this medieval fantasy setting, French canapes, my prize, my white whale, my one piece. I drop the shovel and wide-eyed make my way towards my prize. And as the guards descend on me, as the warriors of the entirety of Westeros descend on me to stop me from my quest, I get one final fateful chomp on a delicious canapé and realize this life is entirely worth living. And that's Goat Crashers. Again, if you guys want to play this, it's literally free. It's literally 1 page. All you have to do is go to gshowit at itch.io and just scroll down a little bit and you'll find it. Here we go. Come on, that's the end of the street. Right here, Goat Crashers. Goat Crashers is literally free. You download it and you got it. Bring this to your table. If your friends are looking for a break from whatever game you guys are playing, Goat Crashers is, again, super easy to learn. This entire stream happened within the span of 35 minutes, so that's how long it takes not only to learn the game, but also to make characters and play an entire story of it. So, thanks you guys for tuning in. That's it. Next week, we'll be back with a probably longer game. I'm still hearing back from a couple of authors to see if they don't mind me featuring their game on my stream. Again, this is 99 more. We're getting so close to 40 games out of 99, which will be happening in a few weeks. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful, wonderful night.